The divinely enlightened is perfectly endowed Lord Creator. The divinely enlightened is the patron of the patronless. The hand of the divinely enlightened extends over the entire humanity. The divinely enlightened owns the entire universe. The divinely enlightened is himself the formless Lord. The divinely enlightened alone can laud the divinely enlightened. Nanak says, the divinely enlightened one is the Lord of all. Salok, he who enshrines the God's name within his heart, who sees the Lord God in all, who each and every moment bows in reverence to the Master. O Nanak, such a one is the true undefiled saint who liberates all. Ashtapati, the truly undefiled man is such who does not touch falsehood with his tongue, and within whose mind is the love for sight of the pure one, whose eyes do not see the beauty of others' women, who serves the holy and bears love to the saints, who does not hear slander with his ears of anyone, who deems himself the worst of all, who by Guru's grace renounces wickedness, who banishes his heart's desires from his self, and who conquers his lust and is free from 5 evils. O Nanak, there is scarcely any such undefiled amongst millions. The true Vaishnav, the devotee of Vishnu, is one with whom God is thoroughly pleased. He dwells apart from Maya. Performing good deeds, he does not seek rewards. Spotlessly pure is the religion of such a Vaishnav. He has no desire for the fruits of his labor. He is absorbed in devotional worship and singing the songs of the Lord's glory. Within his mind and body, he meditates in remembrance of the Lord of universe. He is kind to all creatures. He holds fast to the Naam and inspires others to chant it. O Nanak, such a Vaishnav obtains the supreme status. The true Bhakti, the devotee of the Lord, loves the devotional worship of the God. He forsakes the company of all the wicked people. All doubts are removed from his mind. He realizes the Supreme Lord to be amongst all and adores him alone. In the company of the holy, he washes off the filth of his sins. The wisdom of such a Bhagati becomes supreme. He constantly performs the service of the Supreme Lord God. He dedicates his mind and body to the love of the God. The lotus feet of the Lord abides in his heart. O Nanak, such a Bhagati attains the prosperous Lord God. He is true Pandit, a religious scholar who instructs his own mind. He searches for the Lord's name within his own soul. He drinks in exquisite nectar of the Lord's name. By that Pandit's teachings, the world lives. He implants the sermon of the Lord in his heart. Such a Pandit is not cast into the womb of reincarnation again. He understands the fundamental essence and wisdom of the Veds and Purans and Simritis, and recognizes the Lord manifest in the unmanifested of the world, and teaches people of all caste and social classes. O Nanak, to such a Pandit I bow in salutation forever. The Bij, mantra, or the seed of the comprehension of the God's name has been imparted to everyone. Anyone from any class may chant the name. Whoever chants it is liberated, and yet rare are those who attain it in the company of the holy. By his grace, he enshrines it within each of us. Thus, even beasts, ghosts, and stone-hearted are saved. Lord's name is a panacea, the remedy to cure all ills. Singing the glory of the God is embodiment of the beauty, bliss, and salvation. It cannot be obtained by any religious ritual. O Nanak, he alone obtains it whose karma is so preordained. He, within whose mind is the home of the Supreme Lord God, his name is truly Ramdas, the Lord's servant. He comes to have the vision of the Lord, the Supreme Soul. Deeming himself to be the slave of the Lord's slave, he obtains him. He knows the Lord to be ever present, close at hand. Such a servant is honored in the Lord's portal. To his servant, the Lord himself shows his mercy. Such a servant understands everything.